I yeah, kind of forgot today about the whole thing, but I remembered. But I am in my pajamas now because of that, because it's late. Normally it's late, but I'm not in my pajamas because I remember to do it during the day. Anyway, so let's get started. Um, we're doing Psalms 3, and we're going to start off reading an English Standard Version. Save me, O God, a psalm of David when he fled from Absalom his son. O Lord, how many are my foes? Many are rising against me. Many are saying of my soul, there is no salvation for him in God. Selah. But you, O Lord, are a shield about me, my glory and the lifter of my head. I cried aloud to the Lord, and he answered me from his holy hill. Selah. I lay down and slept. I woke again from the Lord sustained me. I will not be afraid for many thousands of people who have set themselves against me all around. Arise, O Lord, and save me, O my God. For you strike all my enemies on the cheek. You break the teeth of the wicked. Salvation belongs to the Lord. You are a blessing unto your people. Selah. Yeah, that was odd. Again with yesterday and day before, can't quite remember what it's just read. Well, let's move on to the Good News Translation. Psalm 3 again. Morning prayer for help. I have so many enemies, Lord, so many who turn against me. They talk about me and say, God will not help him. But you, O Lord, are always my shield from danger. You give me my victory and restore my courage. I call to the Lord for help, and from his sacred hill he answers me. I lay down and sleep, and all night long the Lord protects me. I am not afraid of 1,000 enemies who have surrounded me on every side. Come, Lord, save me, my God. You punish all my enemies and leave them powerless to harm me. Victory comes from the Lord, and may he bless his people. Okay, so the first part of the one beforehand gives a bit of background, I think, to what was going on. Like, makes sense. I think I kind of got it now. He's praying. A battle's about to happen, or he's being hunted by someone, or he's been hunted by a lot of people, and he's praying against them and for him. God basically wants protection from the Lord, I think. Yeah, and that's King David praying for that, because he did spend the first part of his life on the run after being made king, of course, because, first part of his life was actually fine, except for the whole Goliath thing. But after that, he was just shepherd boy. He living his life until suddenly one day he's like, "You're going to be king next," and he's just like, "The current king does not like that. I now have to go on the run," and proceeds to go on the run for several years until he's able to claim his throne. Basically, it's a whole thing. Let's just go to the King James Version, because that seemed all old-timey last time, and it's actually kind of fun to read. A Psalm of David for when he fled from Absalom his son. So the whole, that's obviously where it is. Absalom his son, I think, sided with the current king, because he did actually end up with the king for a time and just end up in his court, just chillaxing. Kind of waiting for the current king to go, and then the current king was like, nah, I don't know. I do need to read that again to get a bit more of an idea of what the history was. But either way, his son sided with the old king or whatever because they were friends. I don't know. He's on the run for his son. His son's currently trying to kill him. I don't think he's king yet. Oh well. Psalm of David. Lord, how increased that troubled me. How many they are that rise up against me. How many there are which say my soul, there is no help for him in the God. Selah. But thou, O Lord, art a shield for me, my glory, and lifter up mine head. I cried unto the Lord with my voice, and he heard me out his holy hill. Selah. He laid me down and slept. I wakened, for the Lord sustained me. I will not be afraid of 10,000 of people, and that have set themselves against me around about. Arise, O Lord, and save me, O my God. Thou hast smitten all my enemies upon the cheekbone. Thou hast broken the teeth of the ungodly. Salvation broughteth unto the Lord. Thy blessing is unto thy people. Seleth. I really want to know what Seleth means. But yeah, again, the same kind of thing of like, his enemies are kind of saying, your God's not going to save you. And he's kind of saying, well, you're going to show them wrong and you're going to save me and also defeat them. Like, that's kind of the whole thing. Let's just do the new international version just because, and then we'll finish off with the message. Because, like, yeah. The Psalm of David where he fled from his son Absalom. It's like, all of them basically agree. The only one that didn't have this at the start so far has been the Good News translation. It's like, yeah, there seems to be a running theme. Lord, how many are my foes? How many rise up against me? Many are saying of me, God will not deliver him. But you, my Lord, are a shield around me. My glory, the one who lifts my head high. I cry out to the Lord, and he answers me from his holy mountain, and I lie down and sleep. I wake again because the Lord sustains me. I will not fear through tens of thousands assail me on every side. Arise, Lord, deliver me, my God. Strike all my enemies on the jaw. Break the teeth of the wicked. From Lord comes deliverance. May your blessing be on your people. Nice. Yeah, just talking about striking down his enemies, protecting him, and blessing be unto his people, of which you're one, of which the whole world is one. Anyway, let's finish with the message, which always happens to be a Bob winner. God, look! Enemies past counting! Enemies sprouting up like mushrooms! Mobs of them all around me, roaming their mockery. Ha! No help from him, God! But you, God, shield me from all sides. You ground my feet, you lift my head high. With all my might I shout to God. He answers with thunder from the holy mountain. I stretch myself out, I sleep, and I am up again, rested, tall and steady, fearless before the enemy's mobs coming at me from all sides. Up, God, my God, help me slap their faces, first this cheek, then the other, your fist hard in their teeth. Real help comes from the God, blessing your clothes, your people. What the? Blessing your clothes, your people. Okay, that is an odd ending. But yeah, that was also a bop. Like, I am sorry, but enemies sprouting up like mushrooms. Like, that is such a, like, it is the message is such visually descriptive language. Like, it's so odd. It's like, it's almost like it's trying to describe a fantasy. I don't know. Message is a bop. I don't know how accurate it is exactly, like, because, like, this is accurate, and so far, this has kind of been accurate, but it's also, like, fancy language is definitely used. Not like fancy as in, like, old-timey, like the King James. It's just flowery language. But it's very descriptive and, like, I don't know, it's just a pop to read. It's just like, but you, my God, shield me from all sides. I don't know. It's fun to read. It's like reading a poem almost. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I'm kind of disappointed I've never read the message in the past because it is just kind of a, like, it is the meme of the Christianity. It's like, don't message. That's pointless to read. But, like, at the same time, it's just so fun. Like, I wouldn't, like, Psalms already, I don't think it's something you'd be wanting to read as a first-time Christian. But, like, I don't think I'd want a first-time Christian reading message, mainly because I don't know if they would quite understand how much of this is lost in translation, if that makes sense. Like, if this is about the translation stuff, I'd like something that's a lot more defined and, like, a lot more accurate and, like, a proper translation. But the message is also, like, definitely something that any Christian should just read. I'm getting the feeling just because I don't know what they were on when they wrote this, but it's just, it's nice. It's nice to read. Like, I don't know how accurate it is to, like, the thing, but which is why I wouldn't recommend it for a first-time Christian, because, like, you kind of need to take a bit of, like, is this really from God, or are you just adding vocabulary, which is astonishing. Anyway, I actually did remember to record. Hopefully, I'll remember again tomorrow. But this is like, I suppose I did miss the second day, but like this is the third day, kind of like the third psalm, and I'm actually getting into a pattern. And I'm actually, and like, yeah, it's taking me a few times to read this to actually understand it. But like the first time, I think it took three, and it took me also rereading the things a few times, even once I'd read it. Whereas I'm like, I think I'm getting quicker at like actually understanding what's going on. It could be that these are fairly straightforward. I don't know, but that's good. So keep living, keep loving, and bye. That didn't stop. Bye.